Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 1 is here. Let's go! Peak so far. Where to begin? What a banger of an opening. Daredevil taking down a boat, not something I knew I needed. What a banger of an opening. Looks like Batman. New black suit is awesome. I love the way it's shot, the way it does, like, dolly zooms and the aspect ratio changes, as well as, like, the sound design, to really show his, like, super sense. That was peak. Then we see Karen and Matt are back together. I mean, we saw this in the trailer, but I was kind of expecting it to be, like, later in the season. Nope, right off the bat. Because he needs to have 3 girlfriends at least every season. I think I'm going a little out of order, but we caught up with these guys. And something people have been saying since season 1, yeah, this guy is definitely getting betrayed. Fisk is gonna double-cross him. We see Heather Glenn interviewing, or I guess not interviewing, more like interrogating, Swordsman. And she's still seeing visions of Muse. I mean, I guess. I think it would be cool, because if she became Muse, because Muse was kind of wasted. So yeah, I'm glad he's at least coming back in, like, vision form. He's still threatening, but this character, I had to look up her name. She's forgettable, Muse is forgettable. Why not do something with both of them and make her Muse? Maybe not this season, but season 3, which is already confirmed. My GOAT, Matthew Lillard, shows up. I have expressed it before a few times on this channel, talking about different franchises. We are Matthew Lillard fans on this channel. He's just cool. His character was funny. We see BB Urich, which I think they really have potential to do something great with in this season, especially how they teamed her up with Karen. If you don't remember, Wilson Fisk killed her uncle, Ben Urich, who was also a reporter in season 1. Hey, did I mention Matthew Lillard is in this? No, I actually did forget to say something. I can't really tell if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Because, like, we all saw him talking to Fisk about, like, supplying weapons and stuff. But was he telling the truth? We see, according to Google, Kirsten McDuffie. Yeah, she was in season 1, kind of forgettable. This guy, Cherry, he was also there. His name's Cherry, according to Google. I don't know why it's that. That was probably the weakest part of the last season, was the character. Not the characters, but, like, the side characters. Would you have remembered their names? Let's start talking about the ending now with the Anti-Vigilante Task Force. They're brutal, maybe a little too close to home. I want to do violent things to this guy. I hope somebody does violent things to him. Punisher's not going to be in the season for some reason, so I'm kind of hoping Bullseye takes him out. In all likelihood, because it's Daredevil, he'll probably just get shipped off to prison at the end of the season. But nah, I want Bullseye to kill him. Speaking of Bullseye, that last, like, 30 seconds... Oh, can next Wednesday just get here faster? No, Tuesday. Can next Tuesday just get here faster? Like, when the Anti-Vigilante Task Force started beating up Daredevil, you know, I wasn't surprised. It's what we expect. I was kind of surprised they got him, like, on the ground, but I figured he'll just get right back up. Wait, what? And then they did something I was not expecting. Now, it was around here, I was like, oh, so he's gonna beat them up right before they take his mask off, right? Nope. What? That was crazy. Now, I was thinking, like, oh, are they gonna, like, capture him? That'll be interesting. Or maybe he'd get away, but now these people know his identity, but, like, he can't kill. But, like, that's too similar to season 3. The last thing I expected.
That's Matt Murdock.
You'd probably think this was Punisher, maybe. But that little Bullseye logo tells us that was not the Punisher. That was Bullseye. So I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find out. It's kind of unclear if Bullseye now knows Matt Murdock is Daredevil, and what will that mean for the future? You know, I think I will be a little bit disappointed if at the end of the season, Bullseye goes good. I mean, yeah, it's cool to change the status quo, but, like, he's a villain. He's a really bad dude. He killed Foggy. I'm thinking it'll be a temporary alliance. They team up to take down Fisk. They become allies. They became allies out of, like, desperation, basically. And then they'll go back to hating each other. That would be my guess. Now, I don't know how that would work if he saw him without his mask on. Maybe it could end up like the Batman, where the Riddler, or in this case, Bullseye, thinks he's the good guy and thinks he's, like, working with Batman, or in this case, Daredevil. I can't wait for next Tuesday, and I guess I'll see you then. Bye.